Let's start with shame. And a lot of people, you might think like, I don't have any shame. But in reality, we're not conscious of how ashamed we are. In a matter of fact, how many of you agree that when you are little, probably the people that most love you is the one that most fuck you over? Yes or no? Your parents, your siblings, your family are the ones that mess you up the most. Yes or no? I'm going to tell you why. If you put some clothing that they don't like, they will shame you. Correct? When you are little, the first 8 years of your life, you will be registering everything as a sponge, absorbing everything and give everything for granted. Like when they told you when you were little, who remembers, and I mentioned this a lot with any of my classes before, when they told you that Santa Claus exists, do you believe it, yes or no? Did you give for granted that Santa is going to bring you some things that you're going to ask for, right? Obviously, they broke your heart later. How many of you remember believing in Santa Claus big time? Give me the thumbs up or put it right there in the chat, right? It's because we believe whatever they said. So everything that happened in the first 8 years of your life, it went into your subconscious mind, and you have no idea that you actually storage that. The problem is that, for example, if one day you ask for money to your mom or your dad, guess what happened? If they shame you a little bit, like, oh, why you're asking for that? Check this out. Look at yourself for a moment. Just close your eyes, guys, for a moment. Look at yourself as a kid. Go back when you were like probably 6 or 7 or even 8, and you want something from the store, a toy or something, but you just want some money. You want something and you ask for it. And after you ask for it, they said, why you want that? How do you feel? How do you feel when somebody asks that? See that? How many of you get a feeling? Shame. Does it make you feel shame? Feel it? So that's why we don't ask. We don't ask for prosperity, because internally, even if we wish to have a new job, a new partner, a new house, a new everything, when we ask for it, just the action to ask ourselves or ask the universe or ask God or something, it will activate shame, which means now you need to put more energy to work against your own shame to be able to ask again. And check this out. How many of you been through some situations in your life and you really need help, but you just don't want to ask anyone? How many? Because you will feel shame, right? You will feel shame. So see, this is one of the factors that is not actually allowing you to activate your manifesting power, because shame is right there. The problem is that you don't know that shame is there. We all have different reactions, but remember, shame will actually modify your energetics and will give you troubles to achieve and manifest your prosperity power. Now let's go really quick into the next one, which is going to be guilt. Tell me that is not true. If you feel that you don't feel guilt, or you're not feel guilty of anything, and you think that you're guilty, you have no problem with that, let me tell you something. And if there is any psychologist right here, you could actually help me to confirm this. I know that in psychology, one of the hardest, almost impossible things to do is completely help somebody to heal from guilt. Yes or no? You guys knew about that? It's very difficult to heal from guilt. So in order to reactivate your desire to be prosper, you are going to have to work in your shame and your guilt. Because how many of you also not just feel shame and feel so guilty when you ask someone for help, especially when you have to ask for money? How many of you? How many of you feel that guilt because you know that at some point there is a chance that you might not be able to make it because you are, and we go now to the third one, you are on fear. And see, these three works together. The base chakra, the base, the root is the one that manages fear. And once that you are in fear, guess what? You can't move. You cannot take action. How many of you, put in the chat or give me a thumbs up, how many of you have problems when you have to take action to achieve something? Sometimes you find yourself just in loops, not taking action, just wasting your energy in whatever. Yes or no? Being bored or just thinking and thinking and thinking. Now, a lot of people think that when this happened to you guys, a lot of people think that, oh, there might be something wrong with me. How many of you have that? Probably I'm cursed, probably born cursed, probably I cannot get things, you know? That is a problem, and it's because all that is in our subconscious, you know? Why we just worry and fear. Fear will stop us from taking action. If we don't take action, nothing is going to change, guys. Nothing is going to change. Okay? Nothing is going to change. We need to take action, and we need to know how to work with this.